math is going. My son's in first grade. He's looking to, they're doing Eureka Math every day. Don't always agree with the implementation of Eureka Math, but I understand how they're making them think fully about every question they're answering. Why does this and this equal this? And what are all the different ways you can get that sum of that sum? You know, so it's all about explaining how you answer the question. And the more they do that in every class, the better they'll be. The more they write in every class, the better they're going to be. And that feeds into the last slide. The more you push something as a school, the easier it is on every individual person. You know, if you only focus on math and that's all you focus on, which is a large portion of your job, it's very difficult. I don't want to switch schedules with you ever. But if you're the only one focused on high school math, it's much tougher. You know, I know Lawson and I have, not on paper, but we've kind of gotten together, and whatever I'm going through in world history, she's kind of going through in the same timelines with English, with whatever literature they're going through. I think we can all kind of work together on, especially reading comprehension, but just how to think about taking a multiple choice test, how to think about the writing portion of the test. If that can filter down through from us down to middle school, it'd be a whole lot better. Middle school, we're all very sectionalized right now. Elementary does their own thing. Middle school does their own thing. We do our own thing. This year, we have a little bit more communication, a little bit more work between high school and middle school, but it's still sectionalized. I have no idea what's going on in the high school hall with, the middle school hall with history. I really don't. I don't know what they do on an average day. I don't know what they're covering American history or world history. I don't know what they're covering. You know, and I think the more we increase in communication between the two, the easier our jobs will be, the better our students will be for it. So, all right. Y'all have any other ideas? Any ideas whatsoever for RTI? What we can do for our EOC students for RTI? Practice EOC tests for sure, but what else, if anything?
I agree with you. I don't think it works. I don't know how to fix it. I think we spend most of our time shuffling our kids around to make sure they're where they're supposed to be. The junior classes play hide and seek all year. Not, you know, it's between me and you got off. I think it helped with what Paulette just did day before yesterday. And those kids that have Chuck 5th hour, they go to him for RTI instead of coming into the main building. I don't know how you better check it, really. You should have.
He's supposed to be.
I know, but I thought it'd be more. No, yeah, she still has it. She just got it.
Yeah. Jacob and.
Even just shift it over?
Keaton and.
Oh, okay, I'm thinking freshmen, I thought.
Yeah.
All the freshmen.
No, I have all the sophomores, and it's, I don't know what the answer is.
Right.
But you know, we can't be the only school that's struggling with RTI.
No.
You know, it's across the board, and I'm gonna warn y'all high school teachers, wait, this junior high that's in place, it's bad.
I have them.
It is
6,
bad.
7, 8.
And there's small classes, so.
The scores are going to impact
Thank
worse.
Yeah,
Now,
Their
I,
individual scores are going to impact us big time.
they
There's
just
only-
don't,
Not only their low
they
numbers
just
as
don't,
well.
they can
Right.
give rats ass sex, they don't.
now other schools, I'm going to say the name of the
They're a
school,
lot like an
but
operation.
I have a friend who works in another school in this parish that what they do is during RTI, he just sent me an email that you're going to have like a specific grade level. I have 6 and 8 graders, okay, divided with this 7. So it's like half of the class and half the class. Now, since they're low in math and English, they're going to do math and English with me. So I'm going to give them, somebody's going to give me a paper, okay, and this is math and this is English per day. Like today you see math and today you see English, you know, like Monday, Tuesday, whatever. So it says like these are the exercises and these are the answers. So since I don't know a lot of math and my English is not really perfect, so I cannot teach that, so I will put that in the whiteboard, and the kids are going to work in pairs or something like that, and I will be checking, like picking up that thing, checking that their answers are correct, and that's what they're doing. That's like every teacher is going to teach English and math in that school during RTI instead
That's
of
what they need to
like
know.
babysitting. Like I just check that they don't kill each other. Like they're playing Uno and they have to say the numbers and the colors in Spanish. That's all I can do. Because I don't know their background in my language. I don't know if they know or not. And teaching, some days I have some, and some days I have just one, some days I just have nobody. So I cannot follow a curriculum. So they're implementing a curriculum for them to improve math and English at that school, with every single teacher involved. That's what I heard they are doing. But I don't want to say which school, because I don't want to.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
Well, the only way I see that would work is if, okay, those students, even though they're in RTI and they're learning, say they're in math with, whether it be a Spanish teacher or a business teacher or an ag teacher, it's to make the students interested, worth their while, and make them do their best. It's got to count for something. It's got to be some sort of a grade, or else it's not going to be impactful.
Right, it's got to stick. They have to be engaged in some way.
I was like, last year, Gigi tried doing the ACT prep all year. She goes, it got to where it was like pulling teeth. You know what I mean? They just wouldn't even log in and get money.
Unless
Oh, yeah.
it's for a grade, and they have to do it, you're gonna have those that just will not.
I wish
I'm sorry to say, it's the
I
majority.
don't know what the answers are, but.
Right. And that's what we need to find. And that's going forward, between now and really kind of about February, that's what I'm gonna be looking to do. Finding some answers for RTI
I think
interventions.
maybe our core teachers need to have an RTI assignment. Even though they're somewhere else in RTI, they're gonna meet once a week. Each one of the core subjects, one of the assignments you have would be completed in
For those
RTI.
enrichment, for those kids that are in enrichment.
Or else, I just don't see it being impactful. I really don't, because we've been struggling with it from day one.
But I think it could be, a good proposal would be like, the ones that are struggling a lot will be with the specialist of that subject, like let's say math.
Like it is
Well,
now.
that's what we do now.
Yeah.
But with me, like the okay students, let's put it that way, will be with me, but will have something to do according to that subject for that week. Let's say math week, they will have something for math. Because if you ask them, since I don't know what they're doing, I ask them, okay, what do you have homework? No, we did it. Might be true, might be a lie just for,
Just so they can sit there and do nothing.
just sit and talk, but I'm not going to dig into their book
You know, I have sophomores, and I do have a lot of those little girls come in and they lay things out, like Haley Connor today, and Haley, you know, they're all working. Then I've got Michael, you know, I've got seniors, juniors, and sophomores. And I've got,
Some that will never do.
Caden and Michael. They were so upset that they couldn't get on computers today to play games, because I had those kids taking the math on. Well, why can't we go back there as soon as y'all allowed? And they're trying to take a final, you know? So I don't know.
I like
Some are
that.
gonna always want to do, and then some are like, oh, no.
Right.
So,
But and usually the
but it
kids,
is a step in the right direction.
the kids that have that attitude are the kids that need to work.
Right, they're the needs improvements.
Well, maybe we can do something like that. That will something that you give only during RTI time. That is RTI is meant for review. So if we can give an extra assignment on something that we've already done and have them do it over the week in an enrichment course where they might not be pulled, that might help. You know, even if it's sample test items from anything, give them
Even if it's reading comprehension, like you
reading
said.
comprehension, anything that would help. You know, just refresher stuff from the beginning of the year for you. Now that we're almost at the halfway point, give them 2 or 3 things from what they did in August and September. So they're right. So they kind of reconnect and retain that information that they can do away from you in an RTI setting or an enrichment setting away from you. You might not have to be standing over them to help them. That might be something that would be kind of powerful to refresh some of that stuff. Because I know in my own class when I said, hey, you know, in world history we went through from Renaissance, now we're in the scientific revolution. Well, if I say something about a guy that we talked about in the Renaissance, you know, in February or March, they're not going to retain that information. But if we remind them about it, we would be refresh that information somewhere at the halfway point or somewhere near the EOC test. Might help them out. That might be something we can look at. The last thing I'm gonna push is attendance. I looked at attendance today. Total attendance for any reason, all grades, all subjects, everything is 89.77% of school. For high school, it's lower, it's 87.71. Which means that on average, we're missing 9 of our 68 students every day.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
And I think in the grand scheme of things, we're missing out on some kids. You know, like the seniors are not expected to check in and out.
Right.
Therefore, you never know where they're at, what they're doing.
Right.
Clayton's missing all week because his stomach's upset.
Yeah. That's one of the kids
What are you gonna do?
that
Yeah,
we
he's one
need.
that
He
to
needs
be here,
the intervention. He needs that EOC help. And it tends to work that way. The more you are in attendance, the better you do
Sure.
in class, the better you do it on the EOC later in the school year. So attendance is big. Got to push our students to be here in class and engage in class. You know, just being here makes a difference. They have kids that, was it Tristan, and Logan, who's the other one, he missed 2 days in 14 years. You know, not Ian, he graduated. William missed 2 days in 14 years.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, that's amazing attendance. That's impressive, and it goes on to other things in life too. So attendance is big. It's one thing we got to push.
They have better attendance than the teachers.
A lot of times, yes.
Yeah. Already more than 2 days.
Yeah, I know. In the month of November, yeah, I wouldn't hear much. I wouldn't hear much at all. All right, y'all have any other questions? Yes, yes.